Hello, that's Haley from SevereWeatherTV.com with the Severe Weather Outlook for August 8th. So what is happening in the Central Pacific? Two different storms, Iselle and Julio. And in the Pacific Northwest Pacific, Halong, Typhoon Halong, and Typhoon Genevieve. In Mexico, we've got the possibility today for intense rains in these orange areas. And again, in almost the entirety of the country, the possibility for strong to very strong rains. The United States, slight risk for severe weather up in this area of Nebraska. In Canada, watches in effect for these yellow areas over here for severe thunderstorms. Severe thunderstorm warning for here. This one is a warning for winds, and these are warnings for rainfall. Yes. In the map, so many things. 4 different storms to talk about. So, first we've got Iselle. Iselle obviously moving over one of the islands in Hawaii. Unsurprisingly, tropical storm warnings in effect for all of these islands at the moment. And what is it? Land hazards. That's what they're called. Winds, rainfall, surf, dangerous conditions obviously expected with this. And then, of course, depending on how close Julio gets in the future, Julio may well be a problem for Hawaii in the future as well. Then there's Typhoon Halong moving up here. So in Japan, for several of the islands and parts of the mainland, they've got warnings in effect for storm, high waves, ground loosening, heavy rains, stuff of the sort, floods, and more. That is what is happening with that. So obviously then there's Julio, who might be a problem for Hawaii in the future. And then Genevieve, the one I like to say with some kind of accent, right? Genevieve, who was formerly in the Eastern Pacific once upon a time, turned into a hurricane, kind of, went away, came back a few times, hurricane in the Central Pacific Basin as well. Now, the equivalent of a hurricane in the Northwest Pacific Basin, so Genevieve, is Typhoon Genevieve. Not sure how often that happens. I have seen several storms cross the international dateline. Not sure how many of them get to carry the name both hurricane and typhoon throughout their life. So yes, and Genevieve is still in action after all this time. Yes. In the United States today, for the next few days, here's an overview of the severe thunderstorm threat. Here's what's happening at this very moment. So what do we have? Let's clear all the filters. So we've got 1 special marine warning over here, and then 12 severe thunderstorm warnings in all of the country. Not all, but lots of areas of the country. In general, for today, 2% chance for a tornado up here in Nebraska, which is basically what the slight risk is for today. 15% chance for the 58-mile-per-hour and greater winds. 15% chance for the 1-inch or larger hail. Tomorrow, 15% chance for this area. 5% obviously around it, and 5% down there. And that is it for today. And hopefully you're staying safe out there.